Hello everybody, Caden here today with another Jurassic World Reborn Park Exhibit build. And today we are back in our little Ice Age area we started off last episode, and we are working on the Megatherium? I want to say that's what it is. The Giant Ground Sloth. Why? Because I thought it would be cool. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So today's exhibit is oddly enough kind of derived from a couple of different sources. So first off, if you've seen my wildlife park series, which if you haven't, go check it out. We built a giant zoo. I kind of like decided to take a bit of the grizzly bear and moose exhibits, which I think makes sense considering we're doing a very similar kind of environment to those builds, so it kind of felt like taking inspiration from there would be a good idea. Namely in how I did the rock walls, connected to fences, kind of creating a bit of a valley type thing. Also because, kind of like some of those exhibits we had in that area of the zoo, I am making this a bit of a connected exhibit, in a way. Not completely, not like there's going to be a second set of animals running through this area. It's more just, if you look at that back fence there at the very back of the enclosure, that is going to be like a dividing fence between this and another exhibit, probably either the Arsinotherium or the Dinotherium. You guys can pick which one you want to see in the comments down below. But the other source of inspiration, oddly enough, and I really realized this watching this footage back, was Zoo Tycoon 2. Mostly because I definitely remember, I made a massive, like, North American zoo way long ago. By the way, if people are about to ask for me to do a Zoo Tycoon 2 series, I can't. I no longer own the game because I lost the CD for it ages ago. And, yeah, that's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. Plus, it's such an old game by this point, I'm not sure I'd actually get that much of an enjoyment out of playing it, in all honesty. But anyway, I did really draw a lot of inspiration from that. That's kind of why I've designed the fences the way I have here. I definitely remember designing lots of exhibits very similar to this in that game. Man, I do kind of miss it. But anyway, yeah. I will say another thing about this build that I really enjoyed, and that was the fact that, much like the Smilodon, I think I kind of got the size right here. Now, I didn't throw in very many sloths. In fact, I only threw 2 in because, well, you know, they're giant ground sloths. I didn't really figure you probably were going to put too many of them together. Mostly because you don't usually see too many sloths together. So I was like, yeah, probably 2 is fine. But this exhibit is really cool. It's got a really awesome shape, and it is a fairly large build overall. And it's probably about as far this direction as we're going to go with this section of the zoo, as it's starting to encroach on the territory of like the back of the Spinosaurus and T-Rex exhibit. So yeah, we're kind of going to start heading, well, where the pathways are going to be heading, as you will see through that little tunnel type area we started building there. Anyway, what am I thinking? What was I building here? Yeah. So the rock walls, actually, you can see there. I know I set up a couple of them. I only do the front-facing side because, much like I said, since we'll be coming back here to do another build, I realized it probably wasn't a good idea to do all the rock work right now, just because if I have any pretty big changes of plan in how I want to do things later on, having already started everything and kind of making it the way I think it'll be now, is going to be a very detrimental thing in the long run, just because when I actually get to building the next exhibit over here, it won't probably fit up anymore, and it'll cause problems, and I'll end up spending half the build just tearing things apart instead of just building like I should. So yeah, we kind of, for those people, because I know it does bother some people sometimes when I kind of leave something half finished, but in this case I think there's a good reason for it, just because, you know, I kind of want to make sure things aren't going to need to be torn down later. But yeah, anyway, you can see me here. I'm digging at like the bottom of the exhibit. There were a lot of like things that could have definitely streamlined the construction of this build. I kind of went a bit crazy with it, but it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun building this, and I'm really enjoying this little break from the dinosaurs to go work on the Ice Age stuff. Speaking of which, although yes, I did ask if you guys would like to see Dinotherium or what's the other one? Arsinotherium behind this build. What would you guys like to see next? Are you guys enjoying these Ice Age builds? Would you like to see more of them? Or would you guys like to see a return to the dinosaur park for a little bit? so we go work on some of that stuff. You guys can let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I am building a giant pillar over there, or rock pillar type thing. I don't really know why, it just felt like something to do. I actually have absolutely no idea why I did it, but it looks cool, so it's justified for the build. But yeah, I really like this. I think this was just a really fun build. Oh, and there's the obligatory, or not obligatory, the customary? What's the word I'm thinking of? Is obligatory the word I'm thinking of? It might be. The obligatory, I messed up with the Builder's Wand tool, and now there's grass everywhere. Which, of course, you know, it's a time-honored tradition at this point. We must do that every single time. Otherwise, it's not really a Caden tried to build something episode, is it? You know, is it? Also, I hope if you guys are watching this day, you've got this video actually goes up. I hope you guys are enjoying the double upload today. I felt bad about not getting very many videos up the past couple of weeks, so I thought I'd, you know, give you guys a little bit of a treat and try and do a little bit extra work today since I have a bit of extra time. But yeah, as for the interior decoration of this build, it's pretty similar to what we did last time and what we've done with a lot of these builds, mostly because it's just a good little tried and tested method. But yeah, I don't really have too much else to say, so I'm going to let the last about minute of this time lapse play out, and then I'll meet back up with you guys to show off the final build. All right, everybody, and here is the final exhibit for our lovely Megatherium, which, how have you managed to do that? I mean, well, I guess it is a giant ground sloth, so I guess I should have expected it to start levitating and climbing trees. I don't know, I really just I would not have predicted that being a thing. But yeah, this is our exhibit, and I have to say, I really, really like this. I tried to keep in theme with the wooden kind of palisade wall we've got going around the entire area here, or will continue to go around the entire area. Obviously, I haven't continued it yet. And bring that over here to make an interesting little herbivore exhibit. And I do think, once again, I have actually nailed it with these herbivores, and I made something that, while having a ton of space, or that is big enough to house the animals, but small enough that it's actually somewhat manageable to build, which was kind of my goal, and I'm really happy I achieved that. Now, obviously, if you guys, well, one thing you'll notice, aside from the strobe light grass, is the fact that it's a different biome now. I did actually remember after the time lapse, switch this over to taiga, so it fits in with the rest of the stuff. Also, yeah, I did a lot of work in between episodes, kind of getting the pathways set up, and yeah, getting stuff like that in, and all these trees, and kind of decorating this area. Basically, trying to avoid the mistake I made with the dinosaur park where, or the dinosaur section of the park so far, where I've kind of neglected decorating, and therefore caused myself a lot of issues because I neglected to decorate. And like I said in the time-lapse, hopefully, yeah, all this, and this, the reasons I didn't really work on them or finish them up is just because these are going to be linking in to future exhibits. Speaking of which, with this fence in particular, and the fact that this will be leading up to a new exhibit over here, what do you guys want to see here? I'm feeling like more than likely, right here at least, it's either going to be the Dinotherium or the Arsinotherium. So you guys can pick. Let me know in the comments down below which one would you like to see here. I probably won't put the Mammoth or the Elastotherium here since I already have plans for those. Neither the Hyaenodon. Mostly because, again, I have a special plan for that one, and I'm going to put it in its own cool little area. Also, for those of you wondering, I hope I mentioned this in the time-lapse as well, no, this is not going to be a tunnel. This is just going to be kind of honestly, I'm trying to think. I think at Wildlife Park we did something like this, close to the bears, or it was just you walked between two like kind of cliff face areas, but you don't actually like go through it like a tunnel or a cave. So yeah, that's kind of the plan over there. But yeah, overall, really, really happy with this. I think this exhibit has a lot of character to it. It's pretty interesting. I did try to limit visibility a fair amount. Obviously, we only have that viewport there, which isn't really all that great. And then we have this one, which is a fair bit better in all honesty. I might throw another viewing area in somewhere over here. We'll kind of see. It depends how I end up setting up the pathways and how much farther that direction I want to take this build. I don't really want to take this section of the park too much farther over here. I kind of want to keep this more for dinosaur stuff. And then we'll extend it out more that way. But yeah, anyway, I think that's really all I've got for today. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next episode. Be it a return back to the dinosaurs or more of the Ice Age animals. Feel free to let me know. And yeah, until next time, guys. See ya.